wildlife. I'm testing this thing out. I don't know if it works or so. Some people have said that I'm good at what I do when I get involved politically. I know this is a good venue. YouTube is a good venue. I know that there are people like Mark Dice out there who kind of does some things that I've kind of done prior to YouTube, engaging people, sometimes instigating people to fight politically. Here's some things I don't understand. I'll just put it out there. We have a very good economy. I want to call the Obama years kind of the dark years. To say to the American people, you just have to get used to the new norm, and the new norm is accepting mediocrity. We'll never get a GDP, above 2% or even at 2%. And you have this jerk, President Obama, now coming out of the shadows, saying, it was me. I'm responsible for the good economy. Don't look at this Donald Trump character. That's laughable, because how can he take credit for something that he said that would never happen? And what's laughable about that is the fact that none of his policies. He knew that none of the policies he had in place would result in a GDP above 2%. So Donald Trump wasn't really my first choice. He totally breaks the whole traditional idea that we have when we hold in our minds how a president should act. He's very unconventional. Barack Obama was very unconventional in a different way. He was this rock star figure. I mean, people were worshiping him. The press were slobbering over this Obama guy. What I didn't understand about, I'll get back to Donald Trump. I know I'm going all over the place. What I never understood about Barack Obama is, for many, many years, people looked at the presidency as, a leader, someone who led the executive branch, but never did we put such importance on one person, or basically, if you liked the guy, you liked what he had to say, you elected him. It was your hope that that would result in whatever beliefs you held, this person that you were electing president would hopefully put into action at the executive branch level some of the things that you believe in. So that's why you voted for that person. So then all of a sudden, this guy, Barack Obama, who happens to be African American, I know I'm all over the place here. We say we should look at the content of a person's character, not what they look like, where they came from. None of that's supposed to be important. None of that's supposed to be important. But all of a sudden, this guy Barack Obama comes along, who said a lot of really socialist things, none of which were new ideas, just the fact that he's African American and sounding very charismatic, people fawning over this guy. I never understood how the guy could get elected and reelected This is a center-right country, which is why I don't understand how Democrats have a shot in hell of winning the seats in the House and the Senate. The only thing I can think of is people are complacent, and they're allowing the attacks from the media against the president to kind of stifle. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. Let's just be honest. What the press is trying to do, the American media is trying to do, is to make people disengaged, attack people's motivation on the right for to go out and vote. Some people are going to sit on their hands. I don't know why go out and vote for have this fervor and this desire for President Trump to become president, and then sit on your hands and allow Democrats to come in. And what is their agenda? Their agenda is to go totally against everything that Donald Trump is trying to do. I literally don't understand. I personally don't believe that there's a so-called blue wave. I think it's just, again, the media hype. Because I can't understand for the life of me what would invigorate anybody to go and say, I can't wait to vote for a Democrat, because the Democrats are going to reverse this great economy. The Democrats have been totally exposed for never have we seen this at this level, or maybe it's just been very well concealed, where we've got these deep state actors, the Democrats, the DNC, what they did with Bernie Sanders, and I'm no Bernie Sanders fan. This idea of, taking basically the Democrat Party. I don't know how you could want to be a member of the Democrat Party if basically they decide what's best for you, which is what they did. They anointed Hillary Clinton. Anyway, I don't see an agenda here that would get people out and say, I can't wait to vote for a Democrat. I don't see it. All they are is anti-Trump. All they are is, let's get our crumbs back. Nancy Pelosi said that, oh, these tax cuts, they're terrible. All they are crumbs. But what I don't understand is, and that's why I don't believe that there's a blue wave. I don't understand how people can. I don't understand how the Democrats have a chance in hell of getting into control here. I know the winds change. We see winds changing left and then changing right. But and yes, historically, whoever is president, the party that holds the presidency loses seats in the House, loses control of the House, loses control of the Senate. But what I don't understand is how it could happen. Well, look, I wasn't one of these people in the very beginning who was pro-Trump. I liked other candidates in the beginning. At the beginning, and I didn't believe that Donald Trump was actually very serious about becoming president. I was one, but not too soon into the campaign, I started to really, really like Donald Trump because he's unconventional, because he doesn't talk like a politician, because when he gets all these people out in these rallies because he's speaking our language. He's not one of these people who will get elected to office and I have to be careful how I talk, and I've got to speak in these certain phrases that have been, focus grouped and tested, and okay, and then there's a seal of approval. Now I can go out and I can talk like this. When he talks from his gut. And frankly, I believe everything that the president says. Do I agree with everything? Okay. Sometimes I kind of feel like he should not be so responsive. When President Bush, who I was not a fan of President Bush, even though I voted for him and voted for him to be reelected. I did not like that all these attacks. A lot of people don't remember how the media was against George W. Bush. I remember Bush equals a Nazi, and they showed him, and had him, and they looked like Hitler and all sorts of stuff. George W. Bush did nothing. He didn't do anything he kept on saying, if I do something, if I say something, it's going to kind of lower the office of the presidency. No, he should have gone out there and defended himself, and he should have attacked the media. Donald Trump is doing what I wish George W. Bush would have done. Anyway, I'm going to stop the live cast right now, and I'm going to come back, and I might do a few videos here, a few videos there. Hi, Slinky. I'm thinking about getting back involved. The reason why I haven't been is I've been very, very busy doing other things with my life, and working hard, just like everybody else. And anyway, I am going to stop the video right here, and this will be available to view. So if you like it, thumbs up. You don't like it, thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. I'm doing this just to do this. Thank you very much.